Hey everyone, what's up? It's Caolan O'Connor here from Regional Business Toolkit, and welcome to the next episode of Ask Caolan. Today I want to share with you a question from Sarah that came across the Facebook channel, which was this. Hey Caolan, how do I get rid of spammers and bots from inside my Google Analytics? Now look Sarah, I think this is a really important question. Before I answer the actual question, I just want to say thanks for using Google Analytics. I think it's really important for all businesses to be able to use free tools like Google Analytics to be able to measure how their websites or their social media or their email campaigns or their online stores and things like that, how they're actually tracking. And more importantly, to be able to do different things from month to month, see how they're going, and be able to learn from those wins and therefore be able to develop and grow and refine our businesses. So tools like Google Analytics really help us do that. So thanks again for using it. I think you're really on the right track. But you're right. Having spammers and bots and other things like that inside your Google Analytics really throws your data out. So today we'll look at how we can get those things out. And in a moment I'll show you actually inside Google Analytics itself how to do so. But just to cover it, I'll look at two different ways. One, there's a really easy tick box inside Google Analytics which will help you get those spammers and bots out. And the second way is we can use specific filtering to get specific sort of spam referrals out of our Google Analytics. Now, it's really important to know that Google Analytics, that when we do any of these changes to Google Analytics, it's not going to change our historical data. So if you had some really big sort of spammy spikes 3 weeks ago, 3 months ago, a year ago, by changing out our filters and stuff now, it doesn't change anything in the past, but definitely helps us refine and get accurate data going forward. But let's have a look at my screen and we'll see how to do that right now. Okay, so here we are inside of Google Analytics. Now, if you don't already have a Google Analytics account for your website, it's actually really easy to set up, and it's something that pretty much anyone can do. But if you hold on to the end of the video, I'll walk you through the steps of how to get that started. But so here we're looking at Google Analytics just on a desktop computer, and the first thing to do probably is to jump into acquisition on the left-hand side. So these are a bunch of obviously different tabs you can open up. Jump into acquisition and jump into referrals, and this gives you a list of all of the different domain names the traffic has come to your website from. So if we see here that in this particular reporting period or a month, a bunch of 12 people have gone to murrindindi.vic.gov.au, and then from there clicked over into this particular website, which is Goulburn Valley Tourism. But we can also see there's several other things in there, so that's great. I think that's, that looks like real people. Only Melbourne, which is tourism based, also looks like real people. Discover Shepparton, Google, all those things are good. But there's a couple of other things in here which to me really look like bots or spiders or some other kind of sort of spam accounts. Success SEO, get free traffic now, $100 SEO, videos for your business. All those things are things that we could quite easily filter out of our analytics. Now, it's important to have a look at how much traffic these things are sending you, and in all honesty, if it's only really small, so for example videos for your business is changing our analytics by 2.6%, so it's not a real game breaker. But success SEO, look, that's 8.5%. That's probably something worthwhile having a look at. Now, out of the whole scheme of things, 66.69, or pretty much 2/3 of the traffic to this particular website is organic. Another almost 20% is coming in as direct traffic. Some's coming from Bing, other things like that. So success SEO at the end of the day is actually only 0.85% of all the traffic to the website. It's probably not worth going through the trouble of filtering it out, because it's not going to make much impact. But for your website, it could be quite different. If you're getting really large proportions of traffic coming from spammers or spiders or bots or something else like that, then obviously it could be really giving you incorrect data about how your website's going. And as I said at the top of this video, the ability for you to do something different, change a photo on your website, put some different content up, point people to a blog post, have stuff inside an email campaign or something else like that. All those things are important things to be able to track. And if your website's, if your analytics are full of all these other automated spams, bots, spiders, etc., then you're not necessarily going to see the true reflection of how well those things are going for your website. But let's look at how to get them out. It's actually quite simple. On the same page up the top, you'll see there's 4 tabs: Home, Reporting, Customization, and Admin. We're going to click on Admin. We're going to come across here and click on View Settings in the 3rd column across. And we're going to scroll down here and we're going to click this little text box, which is exclude all hits from known bots and spiders, and click Save. That's the first thing you need to do. It's actually really, really simple. Now, just remember that any time that you change settings inside of Google Analytics, it only records that information going forward. So whether or not I've got this, and I only ticked this just a couple minutes ago, just before I filmed this video, but if I tick this or untick this, it isn't going to change any of the data. Oops, save. It's not going to change any of the data we see here for historic purposes, but it will change information going forward. The other way of doing this is by filtering out specific data. So I've already set up a filter here that's I've called Exclude Simult, and I'll have a little bit of a look at the details there. But so at the moment, this website is filtering out any data, any traffic, I should say, that's coming from a website called simult.com. You'll see a funny little backslash in there, and as a little handy hint, you do need to have a backslash before the .com, and it's just in regard to how Google Analytics works. But if you were if we wanted to filter out one of those other websites we saw a moment ago, such as successseo.com, we would literally just create another filter, set up the same way. It's a custom filter. We're excluding a particular referral or a particular website it's coming from, and that would have been AskSEO /.com, and that'll, from here forward, filter out any of that referral traffic, and you won't even see it in your analytics anymore. So just quickly, the steps there inside of Google Analytics is 1, come down to Acquisition and check your source medium or referrals tabs and see how much information, how many hits are coming from particular sort of spammy websites. 2, you can go to Admin, View Settings, and make sure that the Exclude All Hits from Known Bots and Spiders is out of the way. And 3, if there was any specific referrers or referring websites, you can also filter those out directly. So that's pretty easy, pretty simple, and is the kind of thing that pretty much anyone can do. However, if you're having troubles with it, please let me know, or just drop some questions in the comments below. Thirdly, I did say that I was going to show you guys or tell you guys how to set up Google Analytics. It's actually really simple. All you're going to do is Google Analytics, and it will just walk you through those steps. It'll ask you to sign into Google Analytics. If you haven't already got a Google account, then you'll need to set that up first. And you'll see some other blog posts on my website and other places like that where I talk about the importance of having a Google account to have access to all these different kinds of things. Once you've got that set up, you'll get a little tiny code. You'll just go and copy and paste that code in your website. You can either ask, you can either do that yourself or ask your web developer, or if you're really stuck, come back and ask me, and we can get you sorted. But getting Google Analytics up and running for your website is actually really quick and simple, and really easy to use. So if you guys have any other suggestions on how Sarah can filter out or exclude spammers and bots and spiders from her Google Analytics, please drop them in the comments below. Should be having a look at that, and we'd really love to hear from you. Apart from that, I really hope that helps. And Sarah, thanks again for asking a question. I also want to thank all you other watchers out there who have already submitted questions. You can do so yourself by heading off to www.regionalbusinesstoolkit.com/askcaolan. And if you haven't already, I might select your question to be featured in another episode of this show. So again, just head to www.regionalbusinesstoolkit.com/askcaolan and pop your question straight in the box there that you see. Lastly, if you found this video really useful and want to see others like it, then please subscribe to my channel, and you'll stay abreast of new videos as they come out each week. Otherwise, cheers, take care, and I'll catch you in the next episode of Ask Caolan.